First time man say instruma and I say stars and planets. Nemum ye ba ye wiase ha asase wo next week star bia ni so. Nemum na wo say nya ade bia eno no be ye ade no nsi anamu wa ha. Ah no be kire say ya kikire ade bi wo soro. Asa ade no eno ana kikire wa ha. Na se instruma no wo wiem na kire sede honhom wiase esi edane danefa na afi so eno so kire sede esi ahye ye de yisu a na no kra me se nyame amfa saade we anka me nyina nti no abomodi amanyansafo ne di kan ba ye beye de obefre ne se ahyensode de toto ho symbols no beye kasa na yetumate abode ase na afi ye hunu kwan befa so a ene ahohom mo se wiase foforo no so betimi adi nkuta ho ewo ebrem wobra ade no da di pefe wo ha enu nti yekomu akogun soki enye eba ho enye ahomam nkwan de ekurukire wo na mmom no ade ni bi wo ho a nyame di kan ekurukire aye ensankyere ne science ni bi wo yensem saa science na sensankyere ne nyame aye wo yensem no enye ensan nko ho na mmom no yensan achi eka ho bi ye mmobere etintin obi wo ha ne nsan no aye tia ebu wa ne nsan no aye round obi dey square obi so dey triangular by nature obi sam dindindin obi so dey memremre obi dey mu awo obi dey mu afọ at the same time we nsan achi a obi wa ne nsan chintin do so bebre obi wo so ne nsan achi nchi bia ni ho ye nsan kese Asia ne so eso ketekete ibu asane de ne soroso asia ketua bi ye nyina no e wonkyerase na nyame ye sansankyani we nyina di go se wo nipa a wonam ha no hunu wankasa map that is me friend say astral map ano astral chart no wankasa wa ha benkum ne nifa e mema de ntumi nyina gina nifam na ma de tumi nyina wo benkum keka wo anase emu a ehene wo de odo nsa so mu ayeye se de okasa osi ya wonsa ye nyina kan sa no ntia friends language of the hand tie ye nananom tetefo no na omunim de na omsi da bi enne ye de sa de we ebeye da pam de esi ho na afi ababaye ade a ebedi akaginamu ewo onipa ne enyame entam enti ye kruchire bibia gu ha ensanche ni bi wo yensem ebi wo yensachi ade fita bi wo ha na ba besi mobere so omu a na yira won obi wo ha openinsa wie pa obenwi nensa de nyina wase obi wo ha oya ade open tententente mu bi yenya enti ye no ana ye ba behwe eno so bianka same wo media aba de mom no de wo dada no de wo dada ne de baby a planet ni sisiru ebi ye correct ebi nye correct de toso biu afeso so o ma mfa ade bi e friend say the invisible chart nka o senka ye de ba nsem o ma mfa amba ba say no waye o mo de planet ni nyina ba se ha sei ena o mo beja science ni nyina de esi ha onim de mo waye no waye no Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces. Now if o mo de planet nka ni nyina ba no ma be ye sun afi o mai Venus eye Mars and afi o ma sade nsa we asan gina homa Jupiter o mu wie nsa we no ma san aba ha nti sese no sanse nyina ate no aba so ha and afi planet no ananso ma nyina ate o mu aba ha dan so da bi se dia da etie ewo pa de hunu a be friend say astrology ni won lo ba hunu say eto da bi a planet no mkoku gina science ni mu nsankyere ni mu enti no hanso so yenti we mahanko na separate we mahanko na obey den aka say sun is Scorpios obey den aka say lifeline the lifeline has passed through Libra obey den we say eye Virgo enti no planet ne wa ha no science ni nyina san so ensem makakraka na science ba ko so ate ne ho abasoro ha they are two enti de beda di wa ha no eye above and this represent below chart ni bi wa ha ebi so wa ha eden na eka wa ha minti memede ha I represented the higher plane and a lower plane, and that is how I have done mine. And yet, the one case of Sabu Trim Kiken away. Then, my idea, Binyakopon had done the Diachemi. As time goes on, you be in it, you will be. Amen.
Amen. And then the quality said, ye bobono. Wait, ye may catch us a training ground report. Where a training ground report. I feel Ankasana match in a baba dasso. And we take Mr. Flunia be catch or Yonkubi. Monko Facebook Live. Yes, streaming live Facebook na NyankontɔnFie okwa like share na bibia entumi enye kama emfa ema empanimfo aka to se ope abrewa de konhuntini ahwa na wo mane we ahwede eno nti ene ye pe abrewa ne konhuntini ahwe enti ye be ma na we ahwede eno nti mesrew wo betume de o comment no o voice message no o de be fa 054 23 21 33 0548 23 21 33 na bibia atumi aye kama ebere ne so a mebie ahoma no atomu ama bibia atumi aye kama edi ama he me see ensa no mema manfo twa wo nsam aba bet nyabotre ansa ai enuti na WhatsApp group no wo hono no onyo ne ya tumirika na ko join na emanfo epre maka o ebia edane abo adane bi na me medane na wo wa nani ameba abechiwawe na bibia atumi aye kama edi ama wo bibisa wo eya wo nsa no wo de fete mole a etisen sofu na ole ni nsa wo so no enkwan si so utumi se nkrakra pa wo de ni nsa tuma ya hie ya na asai ni nyina no ewa asekire ye be ko doctor hono na afi ya ma na wi ahwede na ya hwe details do
yes sir
empanifo aka ena me repeat se ope aberewa ne ko hu ntina hwa mana hwede na wanye den enwi na se kire ewo ho ene ye pe o ko ho ntini ahwe enti ye be ma wa we ahwede ensa no enu nie bible aka ewo Proverbs 3:16 ho ba bi o se animonyam ene tumidie animonyam ne nhira ewo nsa benkum ena nifa no nso no tumidie ne nkwatente bibisa ewo ho no mo na yenhwe yensa no adentina yenya no 5 ebi ye ho ne de ewo ho obia nso wo ne ntwere de a ewo mu enti hyase ewo ensa no ema me
de enti e be ye 10 de enti e be ye 10 memu wahu se ye we wiase maako ahodro maako sa 10 si echiche levels no mu free the highest plane now be friend say third heaven your first heaven second heaven and your third heaven and your earth. Dan so no se wo ko tetefo ade suani mu a ye Hebrew fo ade suani mu a e be friend say the 10 Sephiroth. One way 10 Sephiroth no eno no kire kwan ya afa so a ya hyehye wu wiase na si afa na afi so esankire pefe 10 types of planets as our planets we nyina no omudi ahim osoro Babylonian fo ba ye no ombetro nson na afi echire yo mu hu se mienu bi wechire e na afi ebedu Greek ahenie so e na omususu be hu se ade no enna enye enson enkron bi kwon na mum no eye du ehirase free Egypt fo na Greek fo ko gi ade no free Egypt fo ho e na omode bedane omomo de enti emransem du no is related to the 10 Sephiroth afeso so ye hwe amanehunu ahodo du a Mose amode ye abegudie de kire se Israel fo Pharaoh enya wo mu na mo mesi nkokina e na Pharaoh se weprim na koma aka se weprim na koma apene nyame se okiye ne atwan ye na be mama hu akire mu pa e na ode amanehunu no e ba maako se edu ne nyina 10 planet ya na mum ye beba ho inti ye ka se 10 Sephiroth a ye wo earth ye fra se Malkuth ahin ye ne ye wa ye ne edu ye so se ye di adane inti ye ne wase ye ufiri wa na wo ko bebi osam wo no moon no be friend say lower astral plane ufiri wa na wo ko mercury eye mid astral plane and afi Venus eye higher astral plane miensa we na we first heaven na afi o betra ko second heaven no area sun in a lower mental plane. Into second heaven your mental plane. I want to say free astral. Comment into lower mental plane. A sun. And I feel if you know Mars. Mars your mid mental plane. And I feel Jupiter a higher mental plane. I say higher second heaven. No where you go. If you are no to the other friend says Saturn. Saturn the other friends of Potiatia. The doorway.
Narrow gate.
The narrow gate no Saturn no. On a wood where I bet you say what pass it out into your mouth kind. Na say what trana I'm telling you. What trana na fi we do bi no kan we do mpani fie so. Na je say adani die. That is cause amba bebrebe reincarnation na wode na no asi. Na man ye nkwa de du obebo asan be say ya wo bi wan wie bra beto aso. And it's no de ho. The floor say plane of dark. E be friend say coron zone. Enonko. Into udru ho a their friend said the abyss. The abyss. Ufriwa na fi wako third heaven. Third heaven here penifum. I'm telling you. And you know the first one obeko friend say Neptune. Ufi Neptune na fi wako Uranus. Ufi Uranus na fi wako baby hono planet bi ani ho. Nemom no eye odoma nkuma kakraka no. Wachi ni mu miensa ne ho no mo. Enti no obeko seraphim, wako cherubim. Na wako ahonhoma mo bibia na ntie spirit of motion. One way. Tinyame atena se na wahihye ntie wo lower, that is the first heaven astral, second heaven mental, and the third heaven spiritual plane. In between them is Saturn. Or the one way na ni hu. No se mu amwo ha mbehu. Eno nti bibia no eyedu to hwe me die ya me system yi a ya chiche musa hudodu. Each decan of the zodiac is subdivided into 10 parts of identity signs, shadow identity signs, identity planet, and shadow identity planet. Eno mugu enti me wadi be me friend say the 12 faces and I said the 36 faces of the square. Sana me wono. By your calculations now, some of the chiro abehunu say you an angle of 90 degrees forming between sir from house 1 to house 10. 10 point time. Remember the identity sign. No. Identity to me Daniel no faces to say the ashisha sram na yeah apply eba high practical. Hey. Them no remember kan one seven there. No because of the time sephirot actually we ase ahodo maku du. Ye die ka ho ye de na ela sinti 3 9 plus hours. 10. So 3 planets in the higher, third heaven, second heaven, 3 planets. Afi first heaven, 3 planets. Na fi wa ba yen di na kan na 10. So enti e ba unan we a sisi from ya unan taboa no ye du. Onsa de yesu so ye du. Dem no hoso ye ba be kan wa later. Enu nti no enya kwa se nyame de ba ye da bi. Ade bia so ye papa ene bone. Na onsa we akwa ya ade anyame efa so ne wonkasa ne mu eba na kire se wunia ba bi aduni o enti know how to take your decision e kire se de wusi dwenefa e kire se de wusi tinkafa e kire se de wusi bo wo brafa na afa susu firi wa ne akoda higher side of life de no kire insunsanso a eba na afi de aduru no e wo se ye wo se ene emese samadwene bi message samatin kebi message samini ye bi na afesu so a kire kwan a ewiase kese no emfa so yinjima no e wo da setenemu ene de esi wo ye hu nti hu de wo nsem na each of these palms represents two things. First one the microcosm de wo dwene no o he nsa we a me kire ne sign no wo ho afi what you feel your passion de wo pe ene no any date of birth no enni hweye Anunko. Yes, on say baby the omodi aba. Tikane no. My yan ba ko na ma ba ko e German TV no ma ko ba ko click radio. Utwa onsan ba mi gina ho. Se ma kire ma odi wehu. Oh. Ha. Enti u gina no a kire no bi.
For ka say na dance ni wo me anam tie.
Enti o hwe we na dia ye na. Me system na dey different. Me dey no. Me wo the psychic zodiac signs. Each be our path and answer direction FAC in both your left and right hands. Na actually island kura esi island kron baby ebesi ye wade bi efa ncheche ebi wo ha eboni tokro eba kase bia wo bon se ayese ya ma bon se etiko pe na botokro wo se boni sa tokro na ye fa island en sabe asi nesi ayi fa nesi the 12 directions of space I know wo ha asaba so below no o ma apro hina wo die nesi obu ha ne line no ba kwa emu achemienu obu ha ne de ba ko intini nyina no ye be cheche say the mental side of life a mental plane, the emotional side of life a astral plane, and afi you're the physical aspect of human life be friends a lifeline a physical life. Now if you call the spiritual side of life no a free ha edoko soro ha nyina the spiritual side of life. Dem no yen separate science na ba ha na yan fa planet no kwa mba medi ase ha na afi u ready am hu bebi obe ready afa no wo hunu say ade bi besi ha no akosan akoka oba ha san bia ni ha aje obehwe planet na mo amode madwun afa ho ayiye na bi ye bresun de enye sa me bresun de nyame adana di a kire me obi nyansa ama mahunu kwan mefa so amedan no enche ebeba mo bia hu se de sitie amen
amen eno nti enche ye de beba amu obia ayede ahunu eno nti hyene nso maka eha nyankonton efie nyankonton TV yes streaming live ewo Facebook additional with Dr.Paakwesi African philosopher me ebony me so maje adwa ene me toto na no ene me ne satan no o mountains one my comedy no me toto na no me hwe so obedane boba no pa no na wadi ana se onye uye oba uye berima ukwa kware ubo se be mabu ani nsambani tintintintinti oba bi die tintintinti obi die tintintinti obi die kakra ni nyina tab chukum doctor na wa me ubisa me a metutu asi ni konso de ama ai ntu koe no na malam bi ahwe osofu bi ahwe onsem yaje wo nhira eye de ne yaje wo nhira yasi bibia no ya tro ya programme wo de ewa enti tab chukum dog ye hwe okay said na ya titi bebre ni hwe onsem a yaje wo nhira ya chiawo de yaje wani monya na ensa we no ebia wo kawa ye de hye na ade wo de me pese wo di kan e ma ye commentary wo sa ensa no ade ntina ye de ring aware de hye we yanko ho no na adasa hwe
ensa bia wo ha bia responding to the other friends planetary vibrations
Ethiopia
omu nyina ho ode nyepe estro bia ne de saudun satu ho se ya onsa no na fa ko ye oba ko ha. When we watch carefully, the bone say all your 5 fans, one seem to move than all, and that is where you are more dominant at. Tieba behe, ni yehunu. Said the empenifo na share planet in the fire according to Ensani said the city. And I'm here to say, we ejina homa oja, obefeni is a mass.
Eye
kokromoti ejina homa oja. We
no ayese ye di watem we no
kokromoti na mom no ye ba kokromoti na baako ejina homa de be friend say Mars nifa no jina homa Mars na benkum jina homa de be friend say Pluto ntinam ka say
kokromoti mienu ni nyina no baako jina homa bibi baako jina homa
obia woni de ntinam ka say all 10 planets ntini nyina be unity afo free wa na afei waba we chere kwan no a chere kwan no we ejina homa de be friend say Jupiter ni fande no jamo Jupiter ana benkum de no ejina homa de be friend say Neptune
wonderful
ofi wa no about third one over we the friend say Saturn we your friend say Saturn di fano na mo de benkum de be friend say Uranus planet Uranus
oi
ofi wa no aba we miensa we the friend say Venus di fano
di fano de
ya na mum benkum no ebejuna mo de be friend say the sun
entina maimo na mo hire wa aware mu
ofi wa na fo akọ last one ni fano e friend say Mercury na benkum be friend say Chiron na hwe the zodiac sign of Virgo but the number is -5 we are +5 +9 negative 9. Positive 3. We are positive 7. We are positive 8. We are positive 4. We so are positive 6. We are positive 1.
Wonderful.
We positive 5. We are negative 5. Na eduni na aba no. Enti se wunya ne say na no so okay. Me hu ade no na mum no enye 7 na ne di gina homa nyina. Enti according to astrology, you were the 7 wheel system. And no more 9 wheel system. Me wheel system ne e 10 wheel system. Eduni nyina aba. Se 7 wheel system ne nko aba. Na 9 wheel system ne nko aba. Both systems contradict with the tarot card. Tarot card no all the 10 cards are in. For example, what should be to say Uranus Nigeria homa the friend said the fool Okwasiano the atosu bi enu nti Uranus ni number number 22 and I say 0 if you are now if you are number 1 Mercury no number 1 Jehoma the magician and numerology asem na make am Catarot with the susu if you are now if you are number 3 no Venus your friend say sorry, number 2, the best friend say moon. Our friend say the high priestess. You know how many planets?
Wow.
You know 3. Okay, 4 now. Obeka copy the friend say the empress. Wow. Huh. If you are empress ni Jehoma Venus. If you are no about the etosubiu. The etosubiu no. Ombamba behu emperor. Ombamba behu the other friend say hierophant. Behu lovers. Behu chariot. And a woman who the other friend say strength. Then obe sign the other friend say habit home. Now for what the other friend say the wheel of fortune. Wheel of fortune which the other friend say Jupiter. I feel in your planet in saying you won't kind. Just say common I am in your num. If you are now for our friend say hangman on the German number 12 a German Neptune. Hangman ayin obi acheche ne nan abosoro na ne ti ofom e wase ntiche mu no nchira se ne acheche mu 4 na ye di interpreti ha ofi hangman na afo be call the other friend say a tower number 16 no ejina homa mass and afi the other friend say number 14 temperance but temperance no Sagittarius no enya ho asem na make na mum no your the other friend say the moon ni Jehoma Pisces. Well, but so here the ejina mu na obehu baby say Saturn Jehoma the world ono to so otwato. Well, now if you are no about the other friend say Uranus maka ho asem that nti say do ni nyina si. Nti your mass that is 16. Mass no obe friend say the tower. Obe Jupiter the wheel of fortune. Obe Saturn obe friend say the world. Afi obe Venus obe friend say empress. Oba Mercury the magician. One. Oba Sana, only the friend the sun na or ho. Number 19 no. Oba Moon a high priestess. Na fisi. Nti 10 no. No mu nyina ya adwuma wo mu no. You need to get 10 planets to represent them. Omo ankasa ya astrology na no masaka. Aries is ruled by Mars. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Gemini is Mercury. Cancer is Moon. One. No aba Leo is Sun. Virgo, no must Mercury, Libra, or must Venus to its negative aspect. No matter Scorpio must Pluto ne hell. Sagittarius, Jupiter, Capricorn, Saturn, Aquarius, nobody Uranus asheho, na Pisces, nobody Neptune asheho. Na na 7 wheel system. Inya Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, 3 we have account. Na na 7. I was saying 10. The 10 no, after kwa ya befa so be hunu say, si ufri we so a oko haso ufiri wesu a oko haso no one who say the 10 wheel system is complete in order for you to clearly use them to interpreting all those signs tini nyina wa ha enti me de ha nyina represent above 12 zodiac signs ni nyina wa ha we ejina homa de obefre say emframa we dormant me fan kan wasa no ebe wo lower the higher side no we fire. That is, my friend said, fire, the eshe bibia me ye adwuma no ether no spirit no ni. Won. Ofura, now about the other friend say, earth, na fi about water. Inti yamra air. Air ni achem miensa. Oh, the dick can your friend say Gemini. They toss me be Libra. They toss me and Aquarius. No about Ether. Ether no. Boy, ever representing Aries. They toss me ebe friend say Leo. The toss last one ebe friend say Sagittarius. You are know about Earth. Taurus ni Virgo ni Capricorn ni. If you are know about Ketuano. Ebe friend say water signs. Aha, Cancer. Aha, Scorpius. Aha. Pisces. Na ni nyina no wase kire de entie ebe hihye ho na ankohye bebi afoforo no wahunu sa de no it has substance and it can be applied into where I represented the 12 wheels on the higher side of life. We are know about the lower side of life. Lower side no so also be hu 10 12 ni nyina wa ha no wahunu say the above and below are interacting with each other. Na enkoye say what the science na kwa ba na oba ha science ni ha dem no hanu planet ngwana wa obede na wahu dem no you're the law of unity. There is no separation between the planet and the science. Wherever there is a planet there is a sign, and wherever there is a sign there is a planet. Amen.
Amen. Wa so ho adwiri wo enti koso na mo frefre yen share na ye like wo nsa no call ya na sofo atene ne ye de kawa na hye wuru ene doctor chirechirim sa we na mo de kawa na hye no ye say positive one de ya ka bom no ma ba ko nye den obi titim we nyina no ye guso eba nkakra dog yen hwe se de watimi a chirechi we nyina awie de afi yemra ensa no mu.
Oh, me wiensa ansa no kra.
Oh, me say oh bobo so asa.
Ring no manya no. The entia the ring sheshe ho no. Na wa hu ase.
Me ba ende muntie oba bi unuya bi obi atam ring a no de ahye ne nsa guru. Ewo nsunsanso ewo nsa bi a ode ring ebe sha na.
Na ma bi a me de hye. Ewo nsunsanso. Oh, obehwe me de na ensa tia hen no e na me de ahye. Certain me period ewu mi wo me no bekura certain bebre. Se certain no so do so wo bebia wo na asamara nko. Enu ntini me di bebia ewu mi na chi na me di ni element achi na me de be share so boko. This particular finger represents the spirit and now say the etheric force. The eshe akade ahodo nan abefre ne say fire, air, earth and water. And I said the befriend say carbon and earth, water, hydrogen, oxygen, air, and nitrogen, fire. Four way in our friend say protoplasm. And I am a hope.
Okay. Anya way no.
Enunti so baby audi ade ni beshi bia no. Ya wo de wankasa wa frɛ say it must happen in your life. Obeshi obi no no de ka wan be 4 no de ahye ne nsa da bi o yare. Something is wrong with your mind. Yeah. Nemum kawade wa hye benku ana nifa e wo say eye ba akopɛ. Nemum ense say eye bebre. This particular finger represents the sun. Oh, on the benkum aspect. The sun rules the human heart. And na hwe onipa akoma representing the plane of Leo, the lion. We want to say it represents children. And the Bible say it is the house of children. After so in tarot, your friend says strength and what they know. No person say strength will only come from being sincere and kind to yourself. And you know what the idea we I show saha it represent the credit and say na ntem na wugina hoka ya no asiye ni. That is, you are being kind and sincere to yourself, out of which power will flow. At the same time, what say, children will be born out of us, and it is what you have vowed in public for all and sundry to hear. And you can tell say, oh, and ye bedi no krama ye ho. Now being sincere and kind to yourself, no can say sumun kan ho. You will come to the dark side of the sun. When we say the sun does not only represent light, it has the dark side too. Enti, hwe na hunu say, ka wona ode ahye wo na we dis ya kantem no. E ma be firi mu aba. No kuradie e be firi mu. Oh, mo mo ho ntem sikasem mu endam bebia mu no ha na be free aba zero sense ni nyan so mu bu atopapa elio
wonderful
telling you
nana ya we leo ana
mbacho dem oya be for so the national oni ho be
me person me force the national we ano
it's a flow say house of children e ho na ye wo ma inti omo is sexually aggressive and sexually passionate about sex e live for entino ye di raha ti ase se atopa obebu nemum if you don't become kind to yourself and sincere to yourself out of which strength will come from entino ahode na be film beba no eye oba no e na afi behema no afi hwade Venus, that is the opposite side, representing the male principle, stands for the other friend and said the Hierophant. The ono a church semu na odi nyansa emma denkoa into be se papa bi ti ho o sheche ne che na o she no eto aye cross sa to so sa miensa eno kita bible woni nsem aba no so ya hyeche no sa so miensa da koma ba se kire ena afi oti ho ena enkwa mienu buti nanim ena o kire hunhum de kire mo the Hierophant. It is the fifth card. The sixth card says started from 0. No more says started from 1 there. It is the fifth card. It represents the reference of Venus and the throat chakra, representing passing on of knowledge from the father to one's children. So what the other friend say mandala zodiac, and I say mandala zodiac. You see, we are saying no onipa kasiye your friend there, the cosmic man. It represents the universe. So we have mandala, M-A-N-D-A-L-A. Obe hunu se emma maku enan peja asase no mu peja no ye hunu se ade bi wom ade na wom no nkanko circle won sa circle no ye hunu se emma bi soso ehye emma na mo ahenanan no ntem won emma mienu ntem bia emma mienu na wo ho, which means that ye hwa 8 men inti baako fesi baako na omo aboa emma no na omo soa saasase no na mu mema no ebre pa batema ne de mu gina ho ade ntia emma no afa asase no square no no ma sanfa circle de wo square ni finfini no na omo maso ntia ma mu edunti no mabu nkotodwi na omo hwa mu ho anim emma no de omo kita nipa anim ene ma ni pedua na mu mema no de omo ti te se nkromati
odwanti
acromati no, it represents knowledge and wisdom. Now omumianu no omu face no represent the father that must pass the information, cognition, wisdom, knowledge and understanding to his children. We don't pass on knowledge to women. The moment we are saying a man that cannot be passed on. The moment fixed. They said your omoya ahinana no omoya fixed no. A man no mikita square no, it represents the fixed. Square you see represent the fixed. Enti omo de ne de omo be nyinsen no omo awu omo nya wo omo bre, it is not passed on. Ne mo mema ne de your only knowledge, it is being passed on. The man de it is in nature, it's fixed. But mema ne de it is being passed on by will, which represent the circle in the middle. The circle represent change and mutation. Enti no papa obe represented the right side now. It is you that must nurture the children well and make sure that you pass on information to them. Na nyansa nimdie akwa ahusan asomdie atena busuan mu. Na mum se wan kwankoye nkodi nukure. Na wan kasa wa mo wani an na ho. Na fe ukoto wa umra you break this. Ebe wi ase no na man na mabi. Wan titi o man wi asan yo ba foforo asan ko ba bi foforo. Asa ka ho. Wo so a. Ubosha wo nyina wa ni so nti where is the strength intebasa na no mama abuhia no ahoɔden na nka ebefiri mu aba na no ye nokure ne nka ebedi ama ye ho no entumi antenam eba na san kwara ne bre. There is no strength. The opposite of strength is what? Weakness. Amen.
We dey me ma wo me kra bi enti se de wakasa na nyansa wo mu seyi ma me se mi sa o se yenom a ye nware yi na ye nkoka ntam na ye sorry a enkanka maba wa kura de no de bo life e won sunso bi e wo sa nipa ne so ana
papa eri ntina nipa bebre honhom aba fam no e gira homa de Pluto planet and a represent we kukrumoti benkum Pluto and a friend say the house of death. It represents the house of shoko. So what you say? Into your friend said the house of sex. It represents kotie etwe any true the genitalia. Into obia or Scorpios biano. Most of the problems they face is from their womb to the genitalia. Into no one say based on planet that one a betche say would they near prostate? Would they near prostate? Uba kunyam kwenshia ama kwenshia ntino. I didn't yes will be an idea. The Scorpio say represent we no, it represent the fire that is dead. So, in order for you to awaken the fire, you have to come to Aries to call Mars. But the best wheel system media Mars ya essence so age na Scorpios. The beginning of sex is the beginning of human death. When nipa wo nipa da wo nyane ni nyina no efri shoko then so no shoko no enne nipa bebre na mfa adwene nto ho ne de ne se oyi ni de efri mu a na fe ne ho ato no na so na ni re fe se nya akono ne sa na edi akire Scorpios ache mu miensa first they can represent loss obi a bibi ahwere no from 21st of October to 30th October after from 31st October to 9th November eche homa de obe friend say youth yakase youth a obi oye babunu de nenu si ahie na ne bibia no ofra fa nipa do mu hye nipa kro they never grow Scorpio bi enyini da afi from 10th of November to 20th of November represented the friend say dreams and fantasies onhunemu akono de e ba ne sen na sa miensa we nyina onhunemu de enkono mu de kodi ho we brought the same Scorpios now so representing dreams and visions. The beginning of akono bonny was the beginning of death. So the beginning of lust was the beginning of death. And hosna na no me de ade na kire mo no na afei papa na usi ade no so no ode ne se kan a kire ho. That is the eagle. The eagle represents foresight. One that sees afar, one that has visions. But at the same time on the lower plane it represents death. It represents materialism. It represents one whose spiritual faculties are blocked and it becomes dormant at the end of the day. And to be a human power, say there is a purpose and an effect to every action you exhibit. Adibia we biano affect your physical atoms, but all comes from the etheric particles and astral matter. The more we wakono do so now we now we the open the more and afi or atoms need more hard. You become more dense and you become more asleep. Intina Roman for no any Hindu from penny any Jade emperors near the no or celibacy. The more they refrain from sex, the higher the vibration. Abanasa, the particles of ether and the particles of the astral matter and come boom. I will say we loose. Now that one check with me. The more last and also no, the more they become tightened. It doesn't give one the ability to separate itself easily because astral matter and etheric matter are too combined. Much chiro mo ho. Na we no be na sama change I was say me na maye. Amen. Amen.